Carter. Now, what happened to Nick? Is he still alive and
Well,
well?
Nick is the group. They're touring all over the world now. They're doing very well.
Backstreet Boys.
But Aaron was winning it pretty much, but there's no way he's going to win it all. The numbers are just too much in favor of the Osmonds. They've been on ABC forever, and they've got a fan base that's just enormous. But he's been doing very well. And if you get a chance, take a look and watch my grandson Monday nights.
Well, great. Eric,
if he could get the Mormon vote, he might be able to win it all. Because he's been dancing very well.
Does your daughter still serve drinks over at the Lakeview?
No, that's a stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
Yeah, that's not a that's a daughter by my former.
She does a great job. Is all I can say. She must have inherited some of your wisdom and capabilities.
Yeah,
this is Doug Spalding.
He's Cathy's doing a great job at the Senate on the Senate level. I want to keep up the good work, Cathy.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Keep looking so luscious. Wow.
Well, she's my most photogenic of all our guests, so that's why she comes on every couple of months.
Yeah, Linda came to win, so she's not going to. She'll be on next week, Reed. Linda came and went. She rushed back in and rushed back out. So she wanted me to tell you that she'll be on next week and haunt you and pull your leg a little bit.
Well, that's great. I missed her. That's his wife, and she's gorgeous. She's a model. She married this. She's much younger than this gentleman, and she is just a sweetheart.
Truly a better half. I married way over my head.
Well, thank you, Doug, for the call.
Thanks, Doug.
And don't forget the fire department's having one big mutual aid fundraiser for the Silver Creek Fire Department tomorrow in Westfield at the Exempt Hall.
I caught that, and I know
1 o'clock.
I've been involved with the Harveys about the.
Well, they're going to be taking film.
Shutting down the emergency room. That's it's dangerous. If you have a stroke, you've only got so many minutes to get there. If you get a stroke, if you don't get there within, I think it's within an hour, it's doomsday. You know?
Well, actually,
we just can't risk that.
Yeah, of course. And
somebody's really short-sighted here.
It's very
I don't know.
short-sighted.
Mr. Daines is the guy in charge. Richard Daines.
That's right.
Mr. Health. You don't get any say, they tell me.
No, the way the Burger Commission was set up is that the legislature can't impact that, but we have been trying very, very hard to make some changes. Several meetings in Albany. We just had a meeting this past week, and we're trying to convince the Department of Health that these are life and safety issues, which they absolutely are. I was just meeting with the Amish 2 or 3 weeks ago out at the produce market, and of course everybody's very concerned, whether you're a senior, whether you're Amish, whether you just live in the area with your children. It is a matter of life and death, and we're trying to do something. And Reed, thank God you're there because you do so many emergency calls, but I can't imagine our volunteers, our EMTs, transporting people all that way. It's already very difficult to find volunteers. I think it'll decimate the people who are able to transport people to the hospital, and there's so many issues surrounding this. So we're working as hard as we can, trying as hard as we can to get the commissioner to change his mind. And I'm not going to give up, but it's really difficult.
An article by the Amish a letter by the Amish on YouTube. So if you get a chance to look at the YouTube, you can find the letter to the Amish expressing great concern about the closing of the emergency room. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't read it.
What?
Rotary's having a dinner at the Westfield Fireman's Hall, Exempt Hall also. But can you read that? Maybe there's a line there at the bottom. We just had a caller give us a note here. And do you read that one at the bottom? Something like white bread.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I have not either.
Poster on whiteboard.
Oh, poster on whiteboard. Yeah, we showed that before. That's good.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, whiteboard. That's the whiteboard, not white bread. Okay, we have with us Cathy Young, our state senator, giving up her Saturday morning for calls. We'll take a few more calls. And in the meantime, it's just been a very busy time. You were addressing the fact that I think we've kind of beaten the school tax. Everybody knows it's not only unconstitutional at this point, but it's killing us. How can we have the highest taxes in the United States in Chautauqua County? Well, some say it's only the second highest.
Well, regardless, it's way too high.
Whatever it is, it's insanity.
It's way too high. And that's, I think, we talked about the school districts and why we're losing people. I think that the property taxes are a big part of that. And I've heard so many people say to me, Reed, they say, I've had it with New York State, I'm leaving. And it's, it's everything from the school taxes, the personal income tax. We have the highest personal income tax now in the entire country. It's just crazy. And so we've got to turn that around. And I believe that we can turn it around. Even if we got to the median tax burden that's in other states, it would be such an improvement. Which state has the median tax burden? North Carolina.
Oh, I was going to say
North
Delaware.
Carolina.
Pretty close.
I mean, what if we got our expenses in line like North Carolina? Look at the growth that they have. And we've got it all in New York State. We've got the water supply, we've got the infrastructure, we've got the trained workforce, we've got everything. Some people say, well, we don't have the weather. Well, I think that we have all of the things that are necessary to be successful, but what's killed us has been our tax burden, and that's why we have to change that. And there are ways that we can, it's just that there hasn't been a will in Albany to do that, and so it's very frustrating for me, but every day I hear impassioned pleas from people in my district. People are having to tighten their belts, they're having to cut back, and the state needs to do the same.
And the state just raised in this nightmare financial situation where people are just getting no more money, they're in real trouble, everything's gone crazy. 20% almost increase in our taxes in New York State. This is intolerable.
It is. We did an analysis after the secret budget was passed, and what we figure is it'll cost the average family about $2,400 extra a year.
I wouldn't be surprised. No wonder Obama sent a delegation down to tell that governor to get out of sight and not to run again.
It's just crazy.
I heard that happen.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so at this point, something's going to change. Maybe it's the Ninja Seniors.
Okay. Our seniors have a lot of clout when they get organized, and they have a lot of clout, and that's why I continue to say, make sure your voice is heard.
Yeah. Well, I just got this signal from the studio. We're out of here.
Oh my gosh,
30
that
seconds.
went so quickly.
I know. 30 seconds.
You are so great.
You can close up. Sorry, you close up. I'm going to give you 30 seconds uninterrupted.
Well,
okay, time is up. Go ahead.
I just want to thank everybody in my district and our community members. I spent a lot of time in Silver Creek in Gwanda after the flooding, and it was just devastating. And I remember one day I was in people's basements, they were showing me the damage, and I had to go down to Jamestown because they were naming the post office after Stan Lundin, and I got in there and I was just covered with mud. But the fact that we were able to get FEMA in there, I think, is very positive, but people really had so much taken away from them. But at the same time, the silver lining was so many people from our community stepped up and helped out, and I'm just so proud of that fact.
Yeah, they were. And then tomorrow we're helping out too down at the Fireman's Exempt Hall, right across the two bridges on Portage. Cathy Young, our senator, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Reed.
Will you come soon again?
I shall.
Terrific.
Thank you.
I do want to thank everybody and remind everybody Halloween's coming. Get some candy, be nice, turn the light on, be sweet, and get in a costume, scare the wits out of the kids. May we have a great time here. Chuck Kelsey, thank you. All the great people are helping out. Devin Taylor. We've got Chris Burt. We've got Chris Remaker, Mort Flexer, Randy Bird, Roy Harvey, Jeff Zook, Don Zenz, and all the other beautiful people out there helping out. I want to thank you. Sorry, caller. We have a caller hand. They'll have to come back next time. May all that is proud and true and noble abide with you. I'm Reed Powers.